So guys, in today's video I will be sharing with you some perfumes from my collection that I personally have a love-hate relationship with. So make sure to keep on watching if you want to find out more about them. But first of all, I would like to know if this is kind of video idea that you are interested in, because recently I went for my collection and shared with you top fragrances that I'm never bored of, and you really like that and wanted to see more videos like that. So if this sounds fun to you, just give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and once you're done with that, we can get started. Hello and welcome everyone to today's top 5 list of fragrances that give me hard times, and I'm pretty much sure that you also have perfumes like that in your collection, so drop me a comment what those are. And while you're doing so, I'm getting started, and I want to begin with one of my recent purchases. This is actually a part of the brand new chapter 4 collection by Zara that consists out of 4 oud-centered perfumes that I've already reviewed for you in a video that some of you missed, so make sure to check it out. The link is going to be on the screen and down below. But of course I'm talking about the Hipster Oud that I've already mentioned. At first sniff seemed too commercial, too cloying, just too much for me, but for the sake of the whole collection overview, I got it. Actually, in that video I share with you the story how hard it was to get all those fragrances, but you know, this is a very sweet perfume, to the point like when it is too much. I love great gourmands, but this is a little bit overdone. So what we have in here is red rose with amber, pink pepper, black currant, saffron, orange blossom, musk, oud, and lily of the valley. I need to make it clear that I personally don't smell any agarwood in here whatsoever, but if you have different experience with Hipster Oud, just let me know that, because I would like to know if someone else gets this candy, rosy, fruity vibe out of this fragrance and no oud at all. So in the opening it is actually pretty fruity, playful and fun, but when you wear it, like especially after this rather bright opening, it turns so sweet on me, and probably because of the amber and musk molecules that were used for it, I feel it is very hard to wear it. You know, you want to wash it off, you want to rub it off, but this is a strong fragrance that stays on. So I just gave it to my grandma because she wanted a new perfume, and I was like, you can take this. And she's an oversprayer, or maybe she didn't spray too much, but I could smell it from the next room, and I like the dry down. So the sillage was so beautiful that I took it back and decided to wear it myself. And like when it dries down and calms down, it turns powdery and beautiful, but oh my god, that opening is just so intense, and this is one of those aggressive type of scents that will definitely attract people because it is very loud. So I really have hard times with Hipster Oud because I know I will enjoy it in the dry down, but I need to get over that middle stage of this fragrance when amber and musk just go crazy on my skin. But with that being said, let's actually move on to one of Tom Ford's bestsellers, and this fragrance, Black Orchid, is loved by a lot of people. I would like to know how many of you own it, but Black Orchid used to be the fragrance I couldn't stand. Now I stopped hating on it, although I still find it is really challenging, and I have a mini format of it because I'm not ready to get a full size, because I just need a tiny amount of it, because this is a fragrance that stays on no matter what. And by the way, I've just put something inside of my nose, so I'm sure I will smell it till I go to bed. But why is this fragrance so popular? Well, this is a smashing hit. There is nothing that would be identical to it, and it's a very complex composition. There is this tropical floral accord, many citruses, many heavy base notes. There are fruits, incense, vanilla, patchouli and truffle, which I feel is like a secret component in there that doesn't smell like the real mushroom, but it gives this decadence, and with patchouli and chocolate just makes it really delicious. But I used to think that it smells too old. So now I at least appreciate it, and I love to wear it, but when I wear it I'm like, this is not me. So there is another version of this fragrance and like a higher concentration. I've already compared them, so just in case you are curious about those, you can check out my video. But yeah, Tom Ford's Black Orchid, it is beautiful, and I also really love the design of this bottle and really want to get it so I can let it sit on some of my wardrobe shelves. But with that being said, let's move on to the fragrance that I stopped hating and started liking, and this is actually one of the perfumes a lot of you probably have never heard of. That is called Sunshine and Pancakes by the British niche house 4160 Tuesdays. And you guys, it was way too citrusy and way too grassy for me in the past. I remember when I first smelled it, I was like, oh my goodness, these citruses are not ripe yet. Why would you ever put them in perfume? So when I smell it, I always think of patty grain when I spray it on. But you guys, although there is lemon and orange that really pop in the opening, in the dry down, this is the prettiest thing ever because it smells like your skin that was perfumed with a citrusy fragrance warms up on the skin. It's like, you know, a day off and you enjoy it in a nice open space cafe outside, eating pancakes and letting sunshine do that magic to your skin when it warms up and smells really sexy. So there are woody notes in there, honey, vanilla, sweet, resinous benzoin, musk, and of course those citruses. Actually a bit of jasmine too, but I don't smell florals in here. It just smells adorable and delicious, very juicy, ripe, and so good. Maybe even without that grassy citric part in the opening, it would be a little bit too sweet for some people. So it is really well balanced, but it just took me some time to really enjoy it, and I did. That's why I got a whole bottle of it. But the bottle that I don't think I will ever add to my collection is actually this fragrance that is loved by so many people, and I used to dislike it so much that I just couldn't wear it. But because I've smelled a lot of variations of this fragrance and have a few dupes on the smashing hit by Maison Francisco de Jong Baccarat Rouge 540, I kinda got the idea of this perfume that combines sharp saffron with very sweet, almost like ambery jasmine, and this weirdly cool and maybe even ever so slightly medicinal dry down. So I've already sprayed the sample 100 times because I've reviewed this perfume and compared it to the tubes in many of my previous videos, and in case you haven't seen them, I will link them down below. But let's spray some on again, and maybe I will actually put it inside. So you guys, the perfume opens with this candy floss from the dentist's office. At least I am part of the people that gets that weird thing that's in there. But there is beautiful material of oak moss, and it's definitely a very interesting perfume. It's creative, it's cool, and I hate it. Well, I just don't like it, okay? Maybe I'm over the hate part, but I have a lot of fragrances in that style that I really enjoy, so I can't say that I really hate it because those are pretty close to it, but I hope you know what I mean. Let's actually end this video on a very pretty note of the fragrance that I purchased the same day as I smelled it, and I think I was triggered by the bottle because Rose Freak didn't impress me at first sniff, nor it does later. But anytime I wear this super powerful rose fragrance that consists out of 3 rose types, male rose, Bulgarian rose, and Turkish rose, I get compliments, and I love when people say that I smell great, but it is so strong, and in the opening it is all right. I mean, like, it is powerful, it smells like rose, but a very rich and maybe even oriental spicy rose. But then on my skin it turns so hot, and warm and spicy and really cloying. It gives me headache. I can't stand it. But then people come up and say, hi, you smell great, what is it? So Rose Freak is definitely a compliment getter, plus it looks really nice, but I rarely wear it even for the compliments. For me, you know, the way I feel matters most. But I would like to know, what do you think about this kind of video? Would you like to see a part 2? If so, please give it a huge thumbs up. I'm looking forward to read your comments, and I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel. And if you want to stay in touch with me, you can follow me on my social media. All the health information you will find down below, so make sure to check out the description box. And if you want to support my channel, you can donate on Buy Me Coffee website, and of course shop perfumes with my discounts to save some money. And that was all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned and smell good. We'll see each other in the next one really soon, and there are a lot of cool videos coming up, so make sure to activate the bell to stay updated. Bye guys!